It's hard to tell when this starts. When are you gonna register on my channel? If this is live, this is embarrassing. It is. Excellent. No, it's not. Is it? I think it is. It is. Okay. Cool. So, there we go. Let's start off with something in shot for when people arrive. Ta-da! Okay. So if you're watching this in the future, hello, future people. Doing the obligatory just sitting waiting to see if anyone's going to tune in. Waffling for a few minutes and then getting cracking. So in the meantime, here is Cat. This is Rosie. I wanted to do well, one of both cats today, if I'm honest, but that's not going to happen. So I thought I'd pick one cat, and it's not going to be Rosie today. I'm going to do Misty. So I thought Rosie could kind of sit here and be the filler image, as it were, until 4 p.m. and Misty can start. I'm currently the only one here, so I don't even know if it is actually 4 o'clock. Oh, my phone now says it is 4. I went on a little bit early, but that's okay. In the meantime, maybe I should just try and see if I can move over to Misty and film her, because that's her. Should we do that? I'm going to do that and entertain myself for a few more minutes. Don't mind me, I'm plugging everything. Getting my beautifully set up stream off. You can see all the rubbish in the studio. There she is. So this is the majestic studio helper that is Misty. Look at her, she's so cute. She's so asleep. It's looking like it's just going to be me today. So, me and Misty. Hello, Angel. Didn't mean to wake you up. You can still have a sleep. Anyway, that's a little juicy juice for future people. There you go. So that's who we're going to be drawing today. Heading back through the mess, back to the piece of wood that is my very official setup. Plug in the mic back in. Plug in the charger back in, because I forgot to do that earlier, and that was a fairly stupid thing to have done. Cool. Okay. Well, it looks like it's just me. So I'm going to get drawing. I wanted to use today mostly as a chilled day. I'm feeling the lockdown a little bit today. Kind of tired, so I thought let's just do this. Oh no, why is this rotated? Why have you rotated? Why are you doing this? Ah. Yeah. Terrible things have happened. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to change sides so this is on. No, yes, no, yes, no, yes. It's fixed. Oh, thank goodness. Moral of the story is, don't get up and walk around with your camera. I think it's safe to say. Okay. So basically what I'm going to do today is use this day as a day to do a colouring page. Oh no, has it gone back to not working again? Oh no. I don't know why. I don't know what it's doing. because I flipped it, isn't it? You get to see all of my studio. Why are you streaming in portrait? Hello? Hello? Maybe if I pause, maybe if I stop. Oh, hello? Are you working again? Oh my goodness. Guys, I don't know what's happening. I've done something. I've done... I don't know what I've done. I don't know what's happening. I pressed a button and then it spiraled out of control. I think I'm back online. It seems to think I'm back. Whether I am actually back or not is another question. The only way I'll truly be able to tell is if I can get back to my channel and see. Are you working? Yes, I think we are working. Oh my gosh. I'll be able to tell if it's actually working if there's sudden hand movements on the screen in like 10 seconds. Oh my goodness, guys. What an absolute kerfuffle that was. Why is streaming so difficult? Oh my gosh. Yes, okay, we're up. That was exhausting. It's only taken me 8 minutes to get this going. Right, what I was saying, literally 8 minutes ago, if you're still here, well done. I wouldn't be here. Oh my goodness, what a drama. Is I'm gonna do Misty. I'm gonna draw Misty. I'm gonna do her as a colouring page. So I kind of drew her out first. My brain's distracted now from what I'm doing. What am I doing? Okay, I'm doing Misty as a Zentangle, I think. So I've got my references over here, just because my brain's tired today, guys. I'm gonna be straight with you. So I'm just gonna kind of be using some reference images just for some patterns, especially because that just, I don't know what happened. I don't know what was going on there. So anyway, I drew up Misty. I kind of stylized her a little bit in honor of the old Warhol. We're not going super pop arty this time. Here we go. We're in. So I'm back in that Pinterest board that I created. Hello, there we go. Just pinned a whole bunch of patterns and stuff onto it, just that I can use as a reference. It's quite handy. But anyway, let's get cracking. I think this is obviously going to be a chilled one. It seems very quiet today. And I don't blame you. I am exhausted today. Started working at like 7:30. And it just hasn't stopped. Oh, there's a lot of glare going on here. Eek. But maybe that's better. Let's just turn that off. See how it copes. See how it copes. Anyway, hello, there are people here. Sorry it took so long to get this stream set up. I made the error of ruining my setup and taking my phone over to go and show you Misty. And everything just flipped to film in portrait. And apparently once a live stream flips to film in portrait, you can't flip it back. So yeah, that was fun. So sorry about that. So the first however many minutes of the stream are just going to be laughable. But we're here now. We're here and we're drawing Misty. She will be a colouring page. So I thought let's just keep her chilled, stylize her a little bit, and to make her into the beautiful colouring page cat that she should be. That's my thought process anyway. I also wanted to make her very eye heavy, because if you've ever seen Misty before, you know she's all about the eyes. I'm just sort of going to wing this a little bit because, yeah. I also luckily found a thicker fine liner. I realised that the fine liners that I have are really, really fine. They're for doing really tiny details. So like this one is a 0.1 of a millimetre. Well, 0.1, so it's a millimetre. My brain today. So can you see how small that is? There you go. It's very small. This is a 3. There you go. Compare them. And this is the one I'm using now, which is 0.5. If you're going to focus. Boop, 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 boop. No. Oh well, it is not important, but anyway, it just makes life a lot easier, I think, and it actually works well for a colouring book. So, hello, more people are coming. I'm sorry about the delightfully professional intro into this stream. You can tell I'm good at this, can't you? Yeah, but we're here now. Yeah, exactly. Tiny pens are fragile, very fragile. So, I mean, I did this yesterday, so I've got pen on this side. So this is on the 0.3s. And I didn't feel like I was pressing too... Shush! Little thing. I didn't feel like I was pressing too hard, but you can see that the nib was actually pushed in on this, which is really irritating. I'm bummed that I did that. I genuinely didn't think I was pushing too hard. Or you end up like curling it, you bend them in. Yeah, I'm more of a chunky pen kind of gal myself as well. Okay, I'm thinking a little bit too much about this. Also, maybe I'm just going to move this out the way. So if you weren't here for the beginning, Rosie does feature. There you go. So Rosie made it in, but today is all about Misty. So I'm actually going to keep turning this, I think, just to make sure that all of my sort of basic outlines and things are here. Again, why I could never be a tattoo artist, because you can't just constantly twizzle your client. Can you imagine? That would be hilarious. Oh dear. I'm so tired. Is anyone else really tired today? I don't know if it's just me. I'm absolutely exhausted today. Yeah. Finished. Oh, hello dogs. Just in case we forgot that you were there. Big barks. Oopsie. Little chin. So I wanted to do Andy Warhol and get some pop art in one of these because pop art is an important art movement, but if we're being honest, and why wouldn't I be? I don't like pop art. I don't like it. I don't like teaching about it. I don't know why. So there we go. Which is why I didn't choose a traditional Andy Warhol, like one of his artworks that you would know more commonly. So the Monroes or the Cans or whatever. Just because I feel like it's a little bit hypocritical for me to try and talk about something on this channel that I don't really like. Quite frankly, but I do like cats, and he liked cats, so I can forgive him for being a bit pretentious for the cat thing. And so if you saw the cat in the thumbnail, that's one of his illustrations. So he used to be, before he got famous and a bit of a well, what's a nice way of putting it, a bit into himself, he was a freelance illustrator for children's books, and he went through a phase where he was really destitute, and his mum ended up moving back in with him, and they adopted a buttload of cats together, and then they illustrated this book together that was called, what's it called? I mean, it's not the most PC title, I guess, but theoretically it's fine. It was called 25 Cats Name, beautifully incorrectly spelt. 25 Cats Name Sam and One Blue Pussy. So all the cats in the book are called Sam, and they're just all the cats that they lived with, illustrated in different ways. It's actually quite a great little book. So I would strongly suggest looking up, just like Google Andy Warhol cats. There's some fab illustrations. So he did these watercolor illustrations of all of these fat, lazy cats that lived with him, and his mum did all the writing, the calligraphy. So it's like a little joint venture that they did, and that was as much Andy Warhol as I could bring myself to look at for today. but it's cats, so I feel like it's acceptable. Okay. Ooh. Oh no, there's a lump on my page. Whoopsie. So she now has a kink in her tail. Oh look, comments, hello. Yeah, this heat. It is really hot today, it's stuffy. Ugh, I don't know what's cracking today. Oh, watching on the TV, that's very fancy. I hadn't actually thought of anyone watching these on the TV. Although that being said, I have had a few people show me that they watch the planty stuff on the TV, which is pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna bring this back. Why is everything having trouble today? Going landscape and portrait. Okay, I think it's just me. I think I'm just having a day. Okay, so Misty is obviously a black cat, but we can't do that. That would make the world's worst colouring page. So I'm just gonna heavily pattern her, I think. I think that's the plan. I don't really have much of a plan, if I'm 100% honest. This is very much a let's wing it and see what happens. Let's give her some nice kitty eyeliner, because her eyes are just beautiful. So is anyone drawing along today? Has anyone drawn some cats, drawn some pets? I know I said it was pets, but I think we all know that I meant cats, really, in my heart of hearts. Anyone done some drawing along? Or just having a chill day? I really was almost going to cancel doing this stream, but I thought, you know what? That's silly. You need to do some more colouring pages anyway. Do not cancel the stream. It'll be nice. It'll be nice to do. I wanted to cancel the one yesterday, and then actually I feel like I had a flipping artistic epiphany, so yeah, I'm really glad I didn't. Yeah. So basically my plan is now, I really liked doing that painting yesterday, like a lot. So basically any paintings now I do for the rest of lockdown are going to be in that style. I posted it on social media and got such good feedback. I haven't had really good feedback on pieces for a fair amount of time. Like, people say nice things, but it's not like a really, you know, overwhelmingly good response, and that got really good feedback. So I'm going to test the waters a bit and try do some more like that. Do some landscapes. Some on paper. I think I've got, how many canvases have I got? All of my canvases are in use, but a couple I can paint over. And I'm just gonna see what happens. I don't like this reference page. Show me more doodles. Can you tell I'm tired where I'm actually having to look up patterns? Oh dear. I'm also thinking too much about it, and that is the problem. So I just need to stop thinking and just zone out a little bit. Okay, let's give her a little... I feel like maybe I should do the whiskers first so that they're in there and I can work the patterns around the whiskers. I don't know if you can hear, it's so cute. So the wall behind me backs onto our neighbours, our nice neighbours, not the neighbours who are useless and horrible. And I can hear her playing with her baby next door. It's really cute. I like being, I like having my wall butt up against them. They probably don't like having their wall butt up against my studio, but I quite like having that noise. It's cute. They have little music sessions each evening, which is really sweet. Honestly, I may not do this whole thing on stream just because, judging at the speed that I'm going, we could be some time. Also, I feel like I'm zoomed out too much. Maybe let me do this and then you can see a bit more of what the plan of action is. Ooh, that looks a bit weird. Also, I mean, because I'm live streaming these, I can't actually see if it's working or not. But I plug a mic in for these, but I don't know if the mic's actually registering or not. I hope it is, because it's quite a nice mic. Nope, I don't like any of these patterns either. Show me some good stuff, help inspire me. Oh, that's all very intensely detailed. That's too much for my poor little brain. I think I can just about deal with zigzags today. I think that's where we're at. Okay. Oopsie. Oh yeah, I said I was going to do the whiskers and then completely forgot about doing the whiskers. That's quite funny. Sort of tempted to alternate those between black and white. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, cool, the mic is registering, awesome. It's like, it's not going to make an absolutely huge difference, but it does just make it a little bit clearer. So that is good. Bit of a weird pattern for inside an ear, but I guess we're working with it. Anyway, so yeah, basically I'm actually really excited to do some more of these landscapes. I think it'll be quite fun. I literally haven't had time to do any painting. So maybe, I don't even know where we are now. What's the day? I keep on, every day is Monday to me now at this point. I keep on thinking that it's Monday. Whatever today is. Maybe in like a day, 2 days, sometime in the near future, I'm actually going to be able to start working. There's just so much to do around the house and to get done. I will finish painting the house. That's on my to-do list. Maybe. Not if I feel like this though. All I want to do is sleep. Picks up the bird sounds. That's fascinating. What a good little mic. Let's do some of this junk here. Still haven't done the whiskers. Okay, I'm going to do the whiskers now. Oh, that's weird that it's done that, but I can't go back over that line because I will never match it again. So we're just committing to that whisker looking a bit weird. Okay, that's just life now. Let's go asymmetrical. I feel like Misty could be asymmetrical. Is she asymmetrical? Oh, I don't know. Oh, that was a great chuckle. Come to me, patterns. Honestly, This is ridiculous. Ooh. I want to do swirls, but how can you colour swirls in? You can't really, can you? You can't really. Oopsie. Oh, Misty's waking up. If she does wake up and wants to get out, I am going to have to let her out because I don't want her to think that she's trapped. Bless her, she's anxious enough as it is. I'd hate to do that to her. Maybe let's do I'll probably do the face. I'll probably stream doing the face, and then I will free you guys from me just going, I don't know what to do. I'm not sure what I should do. Because quite frankly, that I don't think it's going to make the world's most interesting stream. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I think the panic is starting to set in now, more than it was yesterday. It's building each day. What a joyous thing. Oopsie. That's a lot thicker than I was intending. Do some swizzles. I kind of feel like this side needs to... Ooh. Thinking too much about it. She looks a little bit like a pirate cat at the moment. How can we do this section so that... Oh, that's interesting. So on the phone you can hear the birds and the baby next door, but on the TV it doesn't seem so clear. That's fascinating. I wonder why. I'm sure someone with a better understanding of technology could explain it, but I certainly cannot. To me that doesn't make any sense. Got quite a lot of birds in the garden at the moment. They're all really sad because I forgot to pick up bird food and don't really want to go to Pick and Pay. So the aim is to go to small stores if we have to go shopping at all. So I've had a long discussion with them, apologised about the food situation. They're getting sugar water. So the sugar watery kids are happy. Everyone else is a bit sad, but they will just have to pull their socks up and understand. Let's do... Sort of tempted to just leave that as it is. What shall we do with her chinny chin chin? That looks super weird. I cannot work out how to turn this on to silent. I thought it was on silent. It's not on silent. And I don't know how to do it. I think what this stream is highlighting to everybody involved is that I can barely scrape by in the 21st century. The birds are probably having a good time with less cars of people walking about disturbing them so they can get food for themselves. That's a very fair point. And we are right by a park as well here, so I'm hoping that the bird life's really gonna settle back into the park. There's good bird life here anyway, but fingers crossed it means that we get maybe some more cool things in. We had some oh my brain, spoonbills. We had spoonbills last year. I haven't seen them this year, which is a bit sad, but maybe some spoonbills will come back, although I think it's past their migratory season now. We do have an otter. The otter comes and goes as well, so maybe the otter will move in on a more permanent basis. Those lines were a terrible mistake. It is interesting to see though how quickly nature takes stuff back. It's good. Needs to happen. I feel like this side's going to be more geometric and this side's going to be more kind of like fluid. Possibly. Let's commit to just trying something. If it works, it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not what I was expecting it to look like, but it's not terrible. I think the problem is zoning out while you're talking. Not necessarily the easiest thing, and I think for me at least these kind of Zentangles are very much a zoning out kind of vibe. I'm trying to think what else, what's new? What is new in the hood? So it looks like a lot of places are getting granted permits that shouldn't really be getting permits. It's so difficult. Like, I completely understand that small businesses need to stay in business as a small business. I get it. But there's people utilizing loopholes, and it's it doesn't feel right. As somebody said, just because it's legal doesn't mean it's ethical. And I thought that was a really nice way of putting it. There's a lot of food places, particularly making foods that are not essential, like cake and ice cream, who are being granted permits. And I think that that's an absolute crock. Getting a birthday cake is not an essential service. I'm sorry. Like, I know you want to keep your business alive, but that's, yeah, I don't know. And I won't mention the company, but they posted that they got this permit on their social media, and then everyone went off on them, including me. I don't go off on people. I'm very placid, and I went off on them. And then they sort of dug the hole a bit deeper by, yeah, they gave a very sort of sarcastic response, I guess. And that didn't go down very well. Yeah. They've issued another response today, which is more apologetic, because people were going off at them. But like, yeah. I feel like it's taking absolute advantage. We have a guy Oh, they retracted the cigarette ban, lifting things you can't get them now. That's quite funny, in light of my little rant yesterday. That's good though. Smoking puts you at risk. Says the person who doesn't smoke, so obviously is not like emotionally invested in wanting cigarettes, but I think it is, the problem is they are changing their minds about stuff, and it's confusing people, and also opening up the opportunity for people to be like, oh well, you said you could do this and now we can't, and now we can. But we've got a local spaza in Lakeside, so that's just down the road from us, and last week, I don't even, how far into this are we? We're day 8. So actually, gosh, three or 4 days ago, the police shut him down. He didn't have a permit. He said he didn't think he needed one because he was a shop for the local community. So they arrested him and he got out on bail, I believe. I can't remember the full story. He applied for a permit, got a permit yesterday, day before yesterday. But this is where it gets ridiculous. He was arrested again yesterday because he had his permit, and he had his permit printed out, but he printed it out in black and white and not in colour, and apparently you have to have it printed out in colour. So this poor guy, it's just awful. That to me feels a little bit ridiculous when like he has a permit and he is actually providing like basics for a community, not cake and ice cream. Shame. Let's actually check on our local group if he's sorted, because a lot of the area around here uses that place to buy their food from. That just feels really harsh because it wasn't printed in colour. Because I mean, all the printing places are closed. If you don't have access to a colour printer at home, which lots of people don't, how are you going to do that? Black and white printing is fine. Or maybe it's not fine, I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting confused. Maybe I'm confusing myself. I got irrationally angry about the ice cream and cake thing, so who knows at this point. There is no logic left in my brain. Guys, can I tell you something? Some exciting news. We haven't had any dislikes today on the video. Oh dear. I had a right chuckle about that yesterday. It looks weird. It doesn't look like Misty, but I think it could be quite a cool little colouring page. This side maybe needs a few more dark areas. I'm committing, I'm gonna colour that in. That's a bit better. I have zero clue how long I've been streaming for. What's the time? 22:30. Oh dear. Into these kind of like little scallop things, so maybe we should just do more of these. Ooh, that's starting to look a bit weird. I feel like I've backed myself into a corner in the nose here. Think little brain, what you gonna do? I also think that maybe that needs to be dark. Should we just committing? Oopsie. Okay, that's gonna be a thick line now. All of these are gonna be thick lines. Totally meant to do that. I haven't done a plant of the day. I also don't have any new plants around me, and I am not getting up again. I'm worried that I'm going to ruin the stream again. Lesson learnt. Not going to do that again. You saw a confectionery company that got a permit and they were advertising that people get their Easter eggs. What? Honestly, it's ridiculous. I'm sorry. Like, if anyone running a baking company or anything like that is getting a permit, I'm sorry, but that is absolute nonsense. That's not an essential service. You're not, like, it's not an essential food. Essential is medicine and stuff that's gonna keep you alive. It's just like giving people a reason to go out of their house, and it's ridiculous. Can you tell I'm properly frustrated about it? Does she need more stuff around her nose? See, now the thing is her body. I'm not going to make you go through the whole body, but I might do a little bit. We'll do a little bit together. I'm just going to smash in and commit. I think that's going to be the best way to do this, is to just start drawing. It's definitely a theme of what wants to come out of my hand today. I'm just going to do loads of these little scallopy things all over the place. Well, yeah, I'm glad you're liking it. It's sort of coming together. I like the asymmetricalness, that dark line I didn't like in the beginning, but now I quite like it. You know what else? It needs a dark line up here. It needs some balance. And we're going to balance it out with a dark line up the top here. Oh, this pen's really nice. Are you the same make? Yes, you are. Oh, I see, this is the one that I've been using before, Unipen. This is for Beer Castile. This is a nice pen. I would suggest getting these fine liners over these fine liners. It moves much nicer. It's probably much more expensive as well. Fine liners are so expensive. Art supplies are so expensive. I think we all know this. Okay, I'm gonna draw for maybe like 5 more minutes, and then I'm gonna free us all. Mostly because I also actually haven't done the walk today or the run, and that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna do it today. I'm too tired. But I have to think about what we're gonna do for supper, because we finished the curry, which was great. Nice yummy vegan curry. But alas, we're back in that dilemma of having to cook again, which makes me sad. Cooking's just such a schlep. I mean, I'm getting distracted now, but I'm trying to think, actually, how on earth am I going to turn that to a Zentangle? I wanted to get her fluffy, but now that I'm looking at it, I've made my life very difficult for myself. You'll have to stay tuned to see how that one comes together. I'm also trying to think of cool digital products now. So I sort of feel like this is the regular crew. So if anyone has any ideas of like cool digital products that you think would be nice. I really want to do shirts, for sure. That'll be a huge outlay for me in the beginning. So I might have to print on demand, but not like merch. Kind of merch, maybe merch for the channel. But I don't know, shirts and stickers and things I feel like could be quite fun. Because stickers I could easily send overseas. It's like the one thing that I can send easily. But I'm excited at the prospect of digital now. It's exciting. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm a bit nervous, but I think that's to be expected when you're sort of deciding to venture into something that you are not 100% comfortable with. But it's also healthy. I'm going to commit to some darker bits on the leg, I think, just to kind of like recede this leg back, to give the illusion that it's behind. So let's actually get all the scallops in first. My little watch has just told me that I need to stand up. I've been sitting for too long. I know, little watch. I really liked standing yesterday as well, standing and working. So I might do that again for the rest of the streams. Not today, but maybe for the rest of them. Definitely if I do any more painting. Yeah, I can't sit and paint. I like to move. It's also looking like the homeschooling panic is kind of setting in for people a bit. I think schools went back today, so everyone's now having to work out how to, if they're working, obviously, how to work and homeschool. I don't even want to know how people would do that. It's, yeah, flip, nightmare. But there's loads of people I've been seeing posting today on their Instagrams just being like attempting to homeschool their kids. It's just quite funny. Like, it's not so easy now, is it? Look how calm your children are. Yeah. Maybe it's not the teachers, maybe it's your child. So maybe after, well, let's be honest, this lockdown is going to go on for more than 21 days. I think it would be naive to think that it's just going to be 21 days. I'm not panicking. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if people are nicer to teachers after this. Because parents certainly weren't before. I was just the art teacher and parents are vile to me sometimes. So, Kyla, if you're here, I'm sure you know the struggle. I got off lightly. Because at least people didn't think that art was an important subject, which it is. But in terms of like conventional academic report, it's not seen as quite so essential. So you kind of get off easy when it comes to like parent-teacher meetings and stuff. Put on something flamboyant and just kind of like, oh yes, be the art teacher. One thing I don't miss are parent-teacher meetings. Those were terrifying. Did we have them at the second school I was at? I can't remember. I don't think we did. I don't remember doing one. I'm sure we did, and I've just blanked it out. I mean, to be fair, it was not a very good time for me teaching at that school, so I've just sort of like blanked out everything that happened. Should we get some circles? I think we're going to do some circles. But yeah, basically my little brain is jumping around all over the place now. But if you do have any ideas for things that you think could be cool for digital stuff, unfortunately we don't have any cool platforms here, so like overseas, so if anyone happens to be watching from the US, like a Society 6, like I've got a profile up on Society 6, where basically you upload high-res images of your artwork or digital artwork, and you choose which products they get printed on. So it's quite a setup process. You kind of work out the layout for each product. But oh, my brain just went, what was I talking about? Oh, Society 6. It's really cool. So you can literally upload anything, and like I've set it so that my stuff can be printed on yoga mats and literally everything. But we don't have anything like that in South Africa, which is a shame. I do not know how you would start one up either, to be honest. It'd be an absolute nightmare here. I don't logistically know how they do it, but yeah, being a maths and physics teacher is not fun when it comes to parent teacher meetings. Honestly, Kyla, I so much respect for you. I could not do that. It gives me anxiety just thinking about that. Like literally us in the art department, we go and hide in the corner and just be like, oh, people don't need to talk to us, it's totally fine. And we'd like literally try and just like send people on their way. It's very professional. Yeah, I can't even imagine. Way too stressful for me. I did get harassed like mad on WhatsApp, but I guess that's the problem of modern schooling. That sounds bizarre, but where you have all the WhatsApp groups with your kids and stuff, like grade 11 design chat. My best was with the matrics, where they'd send you drunken voice notes at like 3 in the morning asking about a project, and you'd be like, yeah, no, I think maybe you should talk to me tomorrow. I'm gonna pretend that I didn't get this message. And then they'd sheepishly come in on Monday and be like, man, I'm so sorry. Oh, those were the best. So glad I'm studying at the moment, but I'm actually doing some relief teaching. I haven't made, sounds bad. Oh, hectic. Yeah, I hadn't even thought about relief teaching. That's nuts. Must be really hectic right now, actually. How are you doing the relief teaching? Is it, well, obviously it's online, but is it through a company, through a school? Are you getting paid, or is it kind of like a goodwill thing? How is that working? Let's zigzag this up a little bit more. I forgot that I zoomed in. Sorry, I've got to make sure that this is back in shot. Are we in shot? Yes, we are. Oh dear. I'm not hearing gaming anymore. Does that mean gaming has stopped? I don't know what James has been playing the last few days. It's like a military strategy game or something. Still haven't found the online puzzles. That I'm going to look for tonight. Because I love me some puzzles. So much dog barking. Do you know what, guys? I think I am tired, and I'm gonna call this because one, I feel like I'm waffling, and two, I think I need a coffee. Basically, so I'm gonna zoom out. I think. Am I gonna zoom out? Wait, Kyla replied. I got employed before the lockdown and quarantine. Anything was announced. It's a government post at my old school. I'm not doing much yet, but I'll use Google Classroom. Oh, okay, cool. So Rusty's is, I presume Rusty's, unless I'm mistaken. That's handy. That's, yeah, okay, cool, that's cool. So at least you're getting sort of an income at the same time. Google Classroom. I'm trying to work out, I'm just selfishly thinking now from like the art teacher perspective, how on earth are they going to do art classes? I mean, like all classes are going to be difficult doing it online. But how on earth are they going to do art and design? That's going to be very interesting because it's so hands-on. You do so much like walking around and like, yeah, so much of this. Hectic. Yeah, it's a bold new world we live in. Okay, I'm hands downing, taking a sip of my water. I'm going to finish this off camera and post it later. But if any of you do something today, please share it with me. If you've done a pet or an internet cat, or yeah, just nothing to do with the prompt and just did some drawing today, I would love to see it. Don't know what that noise was. Can you tell my brain's dead? Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm sorry about the weird intro to this. I don't know what was going on there. It was my own fault standing up. That was an error. I should not have done that. That was a hard fail. But thank you for committing and coming back. So I will be here tomorrow again. A WhatsApp story. I look forward to it, Kyla. I like juice that can't be shared on a public platform. You know I live for that. Okay, let me see if I can smoothly exit this stream like yesterday, because I feel like that was very professionally done, and today has not been a professional day, so let's see if I can redeem myself with at least exiting this somewhat smoothly. So I may see you guys tomorrow. I'll be here at 4 p.m. doing a prompt that I can't remember what it is, but until then, stay safe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!